We're at the halfway point of 2026, and I want to give you a straight up, no fluff breakdown of what's actually happening in the real estate market right now. Because there's a lot of noise out there, and you deserve the real numbers. Coming into this year, forecasters were calling for a big bounce back, around 5.2 million total home sales nationally. That number has been revised down to about 4.9 million. Mortgage rates, which we hope would land around 6%, are sitting closer to 6.5%. And existing home sale growth has been trimmed from a projected 14% down to just 4%. Here in Southern California and the Inland Empire, affordability is the main reason buyers are hesitating. Higher rates make that monthly payment hit harder, and a lot of first-time home buyers are still sitting on the sidelines weighing rent versus buying. But here's the thing, prices are not crashing. Think of home price growth like a speedometer. Back in 2022, we were flying, prices rising fast. Then we slowed down through 2023, picked up a bit, and now we've slowed down again. But slowing is not the same as falling. Nationally, prices are still up year over year, just at a much more modest pace. The big driver, inventory. Markets with homes for sale, places like Texas, Florida, parts of Colorado are seeing softer or flat pricing. Markets with limited inventory are still appreciating. California and the Inland Empire, we're still relatively constrained on supply, which continues to put a floor under prices here. The takeaway for sellers, pricing strategy matters more right now than it has in years. Homes that are priced right and presented well are still getting strong interest, sometimes multiple offers. Overpriced homes are sitting. You might be seeing headlines about rising foreclosures. That is technically true. Filings have been ticking up. But here's the context. We're sitting around $100,000 or 100,000 filings per quarter nationally. Back in 2008, 9 million people went through some kind of a distress sale. We are nowhere near that territory. Why? Because today's homeowners are in a fundamentally different position. Over 50% of the people with a mortgage have a rate below 4%. Almost 40% of homes in this country are owned free and clear. 2/3 of homeowners either have no mortgage or over 50% equity in their home. There are no forced sellers. That's what's keeping this market stable. So who's actually buying right now? People whose lives didn't wait for rates to drop. New jobs, growing families, divorces, downsizing after retirement, moving closer to family. Life doesn't pause for a perfect rate environment. And for a lot of people, the need to move has finally outweighed the hesitation. That's actually good news if you're a buyer right now. More homes are sitting on the market than we've seen in years, which means more choices, more negotiating room, and sellers who are genuinely motivated. Here's the bottom line. The U.S. housing market is sitting on $34 trillion in equity against $14 trillion in mortgage debt. Despite all the headlines, we are probably living in one of the strongest real estate markets of our lifetime. It just doesn't feel like it because the pace is slowed. If you're thinking about buying or selling here in the Inland Empire and you want someone to walk you through what this actually means for your specific situation, reach out. That's exactly why I'm here. I'm James Cottrell, broker with eXp Realty, and I'll see you on the next one.